Brand new heat getting started. Carissa Moore, the headliner, being a 3-time world champ, a 2-time event winner, takes on Nikki Van Dijk and Keely Andrew. Joe Turpel with pots for the call, the 89 world champ that came down here to compete a long time ago, to come to the West. Sometimes staying in the caravan park, sometimes staying in beautiful houses overlooking the whole setup. A lot of good memories coming back west. And looks like we're getting right into some action here. Keely Andrew holding that bottom turn. Frontside hack looking solid this morning. Down the line, gets another top turn hack. Running out of water, she's out of there. And Keely, after the way, is probably just happy to be on the board. Keely Andrew, kind of similar to Wade Carmichael, put some extra volume in her boards from JR Surfboards. That one looks like she could hold it off the bottom pretty well.
Yeah, a little bit of lump and bump, but nice opening maneuver, which is really important. Now she starts to loosen up. You can see as she sort of moves down the line, that board started freeing up a little bit more for her. So I'd like to see this first turn a little bit more aggression involved. Kind of just a little snap in the pocket there for Keely, but it was all off the bottom that kind of let her down just a little bit. And then you can see how she drove off the fins a lot better on that second maneuver. And as that wave sort of got a bit smaller, the board looked a little freer for her. So nice little opening wave there for Keely.
We'll go back to Keely's last wave.
Yeah, I mean, this was a little gift right here. Both Nikki Van Dijk and Carissa just a little bit too far out. Packs a lot of punch. 5.17 for Keely, though.
And now setting up her first wave of the matchup, Nikki Van Dijk. Top turn carve. And runs out of room. So one maneuver to put herself into that second spot with 23 minutes to go. She had some good warm-ups. Her coach, Richard Dogmar, saying main break was as fun. As we go back to Nikki's first turn.
Yeah, a little bit more commitment to that. Just didn't quite connect, and then that wave ran away from Nikki. So, you know, that sort of swooping maneuver, she brought that board all the way back around, maybe put her just a little bit behind the section. Beautiful positioning right there, but then the wave almost creased a little bit and wiped a bit of speed off, which then put her behind the section. So a bit of a mistake there from Nikki.
Carissa now with priority after going over the falls, taking a super late takeoff on a set wave. Nikki's found herself something to work with. She'll fade on the takeoff to set up some open face here. Clean wrapping cutback. Driving through that next section, she'll keep her control and flow down the line. And already backing up her 2.5.
Smart surfing there from Nikki. You know, she was at the back of the pack as far as the priority goes, so why not? Nikki Van Dijk, smart move right here just to get up and riding. Quite chilly, so you want to keep that body moving. You don't want to get that little bit of cold going through your body. Nikki there, a couple of beautiful turns, her best wave yet. And now she's got 2 scoring rides on the board. You know, you've got to keep bettering your situation. 2.5 is her second score, so that's her next mission, is to eliminate the lowest score. But a couple of nice turns there from Nikki, and Carissa still sitting out the back with just a quick takeoff and wipeout, which is not going to sit well with her.
You realize there's a lot of life left, and now it feels like she can't stay off at pots. We'll see how it goes in this next tee. Back to action with Keely Andrew. Carved a wrap. There's the top turn. As you can see, the water got real full, but she pulled off 2 maneuvers once again.
Yeah, Keely Andrew, 4.33 is her backup at the moment, looking strong. And now again, just another good solid wave here for Keely. Kind of almost lost it a little bit off the bottom there. The board looks like it's she needs to really nurse it off the bottom. Now she starts to unleash a bit. I don't think this is going to better her 4.33, but I'd like to see her get a little lower off the bottom and hold that rail a bit longer, show a bit more commitment. Let's have a look here and see what went wrong. Right there, just lost their balance. That board just refused to grab, and that can happen out here at Margaret River. There's certain weird bumps and lumps on it due to the reef, so you've got to be vigilant with where you produce your turns. Your timing has got to be spot on, so I'm not seeing that go into the top 2 for Keely.
Keely Andrew trying to keep her lead out front as Nikki Van Dijk locks into another opportunity at main break. There's the wrapping turn for Van Dijk. Feels her way back into the pocket as this thing is changing shape quickly. You start to see the right become very high performance. A lot of airs were going down from surfers like Josh Kerr, Taj Burrow. As we'll lock into this one with Nikki Van Dijk. Clean arc on the open face. Uses the whitewater to frame it vertically, and here comes another section to carve. So staying active, getting lots of opportunity. That's Nikki's fourth ride. Needs a 5.97 for Keely's lead.
I'd like to see Carissa catch more waves, Joe. Nikki Van Dijk trying to crank it up, trying to better her situation. 4.13 is what she's got to try and better. And this wave not really giving her that big open fat.
15:45. Main break's coming to life. Carissa Moore in a great spot to open this one up. Holds her speed down the line, now sets up the top turn into the pocket. This one's starting to change shape. She'll have some whitewater to work with. Incomplete on the second turn. And now getting her first turn out of the way with 13 minutes to go.
Let's have a look at the first turn here. It's been sitting around for around about 15 minutes. You can tell a little bit maybe cold in the bones, and then mistimed that section. And then didn't finish the third minute.
Main break is starting to pulse. Priorities with Keely Andrew to take the first one of the set. Powering through the strong offshore wind just to get speed down the line. There's a wrapping cutback for Andrew. And now setting up the final turn. Snaps it hard. Here comes Van Dijk. Slipping off the bottom. And she's left Carissa all alone.
Opportunity gone out the window for Nikki Van Dijk on that wave. Just really coming to grief at the bottom. Carissa now having a look at this one, Joe.
Now setting up this big first turn. Carissa Moore, layback hack, perfect start, right into a wrapping cutback. Two beautiful maneuvers from a three-time world champ, a two-time event winner. It was just a matter of time before she was able to open up here at the main break, first thing in the morning.
She raises to another level, doesn't she? Big snapping maneuver in the pocket. I mean, just the body position, everything there from Carissa, the power, the confidence. It's hard to match it out here. She just needs to find the right wave, and that's the whole thing. Just get up and ride waves, and you're going to get the scores. Second or third wave of the set, so nice and clean on the face, which allowed her to really hook into that first turn. And again, mid-face bottom turn to make sure she connects with maneuver number two. Perfect positioning there.
Approaching the 5-minute mark. Nikki Van Dijk needs an answer to avoid the elimination round. Hard off the bottom. Van Dijk, clean re-entry off the top. Flows into the oncoming section, hits it hard, but can't hang on. So back-to-back falls for Nikki Van Dijk. Now with 4:55 to go.
More sets coming through out the back right now. Keely Andrew and Carissa Moore.
Keely taking the first one. Nice clean down the line approach. Gets one maneuver off the top and has to jump off quickly. Carissa on the next opportunity. Big wind up off the bottom. Big layback hack right in front of her competition and slams it shut. The last 2 minutes have been nothing short of brilliant for the three-time world champion.
Have a look again. The confidence and the speed that she carries through her maneuvers, and then right in front of her opponent, just tearing the absolute lip off. Beautiful combination of maneuvers there. Nice and quick in succession as well. Setting it up nicely and then just really putting the board on the rail. Cut that turn short because she needed to fit one more in to make this thing count. Mid-face bottom turn. Karate chop kick to the lip right there, and another good wave for Carissa.
Looking solid. Nikki Van Dijk, meanwhile, is going to keep on swinging. Clean arcing turn for Van Dijk, hitting the lip, coming down with the next section. She'll stay on her feet there, but she's got some work to do. How was Nikki's last?
Nice deep bottom turn for Nikki. Maybe could have connected a little bit better with the lip. That's better again. A little free fall drop, and then she gets around the section, but a two-turn combo. Let's have a look at the first maneuver. This is where it's all going to count. Nice deep bottom turn. Hit a little bit of a chop there, but corrected it nicely off the top. You can just see the difference in conviction of turns between Carissa and the rest of the field. Carissa's really hooking into her maneuver.
As you can see, our entire setup here in Margaret River, a lot of open space. A beautiful river flows right into the Indian Ocean. So many different waves to surf right here at main break. Pressure on Nikki Van Dijk to perform. Carissa wants this wave because she's having a blast out here. Board's looking solid on the top turn. She'll play with the lip on the snap and just flow her way out of there before she hits the rocks. Save that board, Carissa. That thing's looking incredible this morning.
I like those little reverses. More of a trick maneuver rather than those big solid rail game that Carissa possesses. And I like it here at Margaret River. Keep it simple. Keep that rail in the water.
Carissa Moore, a couple of big sevens, gets herself into the round of 16. Keely Andrew advances to that round as well, when Nikki Van Dijk has to deal with the elimination round later on today. Coming up next, world number 1, Stephanie Gilmore hits the lineup with Coco Ho and wild card Mia McCarthy. We'll bring in Ronnie Blakey and Barton Lynch for the call.